What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This time we're gonna dive into some overheating issues that we're having. In the last couple episodes I set the timing, I did everything I could to get it to run right, but still not running right. So I haven't even been able to drive the car since I'm having overheating issues. And while working on building a fuel table and trying to figure out what's wrong with it, I noticed that the engine is overheating even though the fans are kicking in when commanded by the ECU. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the thermostat and make some modifications to it. So before I do anything else, last time I encountered that problem with the other engine that was in the car, I end up overheating it and busting the head gasket. So I don't want to do that this time, so we're gonna stop and we're gonna address that. So first thing, I'm gonna drain as much as I can from the coolant. I'm gonna try to reuse it and not spill it on the ground, so we'll see. So when the car was idling, I noticed that the lower coolant hose was just kind of warm to the touch, not even really hot, and the top one was almost empty and really hot. So I don't know, I guess there might be a big air pocket in it. I wasn't able to bleed it out, so I'm gonna pull the thermostat and help it bleed better by drilling some holes in it. So I got most of the coolant out. I'm gonna go ahead and recycle that, and now we're ready to get our thermostat out. And just like that, the thermostat is out. Let's go ahead and modify it and see if we get better results. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna go ahead and take this little nipple out, and I'm gonna drill a hole here and a hole here. So this is what it looks now. We got the holes in. Now let's go ahead and put it back on, and hopefully that fixes our overheating issues. So the thermostat and the housing are back on. I just gotta hook up the hoses back and fill it up with coolant again. I got all the hoses hooked up. Let's go ahead and add coolant to it. We're still having overheating issues. I only been able to do minor changes in the software before the engine just completely wants to melt down. I mean, we do have a good radiator, good fans, and what I'm suspecting is a big air pocket. I got a vacuum refill kit for the coolant, and since I was reading that's one of the best ways to get rid of any air pockets, we're gonna go ahead and try that. So while the vacuum refill kit for the coolant gets here, I've been just going through all the settings and all the basic engine configurations and making sure everything is good, making sure I don't miss something, but it's definitely doing something weird still where it's not really wanting to rev. I have gone through all my dead times, and I don't know, AI tells me they're right. I got them from fuel injector clinic website, so the fuel rate, it tells me is right. I modified the short pulse width adder and extended a little bit, but other than that, it keeps telling me that they're correct. So I haven't really modified the ignition table. I gave it a little bit more timing at idle in order to just try to help it stabilize, since I don't have an idle control valve. I definitely have an information gap where I'm not really sure what's going on, why the car is acting the way it's acting. I just keep trying to just narrow down stuff. I know it's an old car. I have changed some electrical components, but I am not sure at this point what's happening. I think the injector data it's off, but I mean I don't know what I don't know, so I've been trying to fill that information gap. So it's already another day, we're back at it. We're still overheating. I still haven't gotten the vacuum refill kit, but what I want to do right now is start the car, log a little bit, let it idle. I can't let the engine run too much because of the overheating. I don't want to ruin another engine because of overheating issues. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in, look at some data. I'm gonna see if I can feel comfortable with modifying some stuff and see what it does. Yeah, and there's also this code that I have not been able to clear it. It's a dash timeout. It literally does it every time. Well, let's go ahead and actually let's start a log. So I think that was way better. It's starting to behave a little bit normal right now. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the ignition angle that was highlighting on the table where the engine was running at was not the same ignition angle that the engine was reading. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe I definitely need to go back and check. The base ignition timing might be off, throwing those numbers off. The engine almost made it to 3,000 RPMs, I think. We just need to go back to the log and look at some stuff and go from there. So here is some of the data. It looks all crazy. I've been trying to learn the data log viewer also. I definitely need to find a better way to organize the channels in the trace page, but I was using some AI to help me learn the software since I couldn't find much, but it wasn't much of a help either. It was telling me stuff that I don't really see on the screen. So over here I started making some modifications to the layout. I try to smooth out the fuel map a little bit, trying to clean things up. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but we're gonna find our way around it. So just looking at the data, I was idling, and it was reading about stoic. Not bad. So here I was at like 2000 RPM, 9 AFR, and so now I think what I need to figure out is how I can like use this data and kind of go back to the fuel map and plot exactly like, okay, at 1600 RPM at 0.9 psi for manifold pressure. So I go back and what was it? I forgot already. 1600 RPM. So I mean, don't quite like in here 1600 RPM. Like somewhere in here, I think. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of fuel in there. Oh wait, it said it was 10 AFR. So I don't know, that's what I'm saying. So then I'll have to go back and just pull out some fuel in here. I don't know, please help. So it's pretty late at night, but we're still working at it. I just got the vacuum coolant refill thingy, so we're gonna go ahead and open that. So I got this vacuum refill kit, and we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Oh my, this is serious. So we're gonna go ahead and test this out, and hopefully we get rid of air pockets forever. So now let's go ahead and do the proper unboxing. Oh, fancy. I'm gonna have to read that too. I don't know how to use this. So I think I'm gonna start by draining the coolant real quick. In the meantime, I need to get familiarized with the process. So I think it goes something like this. Then I need to connect the compressor, pump some air, and we'll see how it works. We have the vacuum now. We have the coolant. Let's let it rip. It's going, it's going. It's doing something. Oh, I see it. I think that's it. It says we're filled. So I went ahead and topped it off. No burp bucket. Let's try it out and see if that fixed our overheating. To be honest, I don't have a lot of confidence on the fill right now. Let's see. Hopefully that thing works and we stop overheating. Unfortunately, we are still overheating. It got really hot right there. The engine just steadily kept warming up and never cooled off. It got to 218. Fuck. The revving is still kind of weird. Definitely need to dive into what's happening with that. So I don't know, I think I just wasted 50 bucks on that thing, but we're still overheating. I hate to end the video on a defeat, but till next time.